Hello, and welcome to the International House Podcast. My name is Mike, and I'm here with my buddies Jason and Brad.
Heyo!
Please check us out at Twitter/X at the International House of Podcast.
No space.
All right, let's get to it.
Hello and welcome to International House of Podcast. Is it the International House of Podcast?
Should have been a cowboy. Today's sponsor, Busch Light. Busch.
Remember they had the rat wars during COVID?
He's gonna take us to Mars. That man.
That man.
He's a hero.
Talking about the eclipse, I love like space, all that stuff, whatever. I'm always been fascinated by it. And so my aunt's got a cottage up in the Thousand Islands, and like we're driving around this golf cart and we see this house and there's a retractable roof. I'm like, holy shit, dude, that house has an observatory. And like this was a vacation that we took like a long time ago. So the whole entire week I was there, I was just like, I should just knock on their door. The people are probably really cool. Like, they have an observatory. They have to be cool. These got to be cool people. The houses is so sick. And I just was, like, dying to see what it was like in there. I'm like, I want to take a look through this scope.
Did you go and knock on this random guy's door?
No, I didn't, dude. I didn't have the balls.
Okay.
I was too big of a coward. And I'm like...
He's intimidated by the... Oh, this guy's got to be a fucking...
I don't
college
know.
guy, you know?
Well, dude, he's got a...
Who has observatories.
Exactly. People that are, like, above me in society have those. I'm out of
That's
reach.
quite the expense to put on your house.
Right.
Dude, I'm building an addition for living space.
Do you have
This guy
it?
built an addition for a lighthouse.
It's not a light... Well, it's a
Or
scope.
not,
Yeah.
not a lighthouse, an observatory.
Right. So I'm like, just dying, and everyone's making fun of me about it, right? So I would drive the golf cart over there like a bunch of times a day, just to like see if I could catch him.
Scoping the property.
No, just see if he was weed
Right.
whacking or something, and I could like not knock on his door, and I could
Right.
just be like, "Hey, dude, what's up?"
Oh, you like
know?
planets too? What's up?
Yeah, dude. So I was too big of a coward to do it.
Yeah.
Never caught the guy. Whatever. I thought that was over. Right. So my aunt was getting married over the summer, and she rented out a bunch of space for us to stay and everything, and it was a beautiful wedding, and it was a really good time. So I was up in the hotel at the island, and I was texting my cousin's husband. Like he's like the cousin. Nice. He's the cousin I do that with.
He's the guy at the family event.
He's
They link up. They link up.
Dude,
Eye
we
contact.
always
Let's
like
go.
we're always
Cousin.
looking for
Let's
each
go.
other.
Let's go.
Yeah, well,
Let's go.
he's my cousin's husband, right?
Right.
So
Yeah. They're
he's
both
my
outsiders.
cousin-in-law.
Oh,
He's my
nice.
cousin-in-law.
You've adopted him into
But
the family?
the guy's solid. Yeah, the guy's solid. And every time I walk in, we're like, "Hey, and we go over and whatever, hang out."
Bro down.
Yeah, bro down for sure. Solid guy. So I was texting him. I was like, "Hey, man, you trying to do fishing in the morning?" And we were talking about fishing and yada yada. So he texted me in the morning. He said, "Fishing, 7 o'clock. Are you in or are you in the way?" And I'm like, "Dude, I'm looking in."
Oh yeah.
So I said, "Where do you want me to meet you?" And he drops a pin. I was like, "Okay." Take my car over there, and it's the fucking observatory house. Like, but there's a dock there. I'm like, "Oh, we're just meeting at this dock or whatever."
Yeah.
So I call him, and I started busting his balls. I'm like, "Where are you?" He's like, "We're in the house." I'm like, "What house?" He's like, "We're in the observatory house." I said, "Shut the fuck up, dude." He's like, "No, we're in the observatory house." I'm like, "Dude, I'm not," because they were busting my balls so bad about it before. You know what I mean? Like, I've been harassed so much about like wanting to be in this house so bad.
Yeah.
He says, "Turn around." I turn around. He's standing in the driveway, and I'm like, "Oh my God." I went running out of the car. I'm like, "Let
Dude,
me."
this was a life achievement right here.
Yeah, so I started.
A little Xbox logo bar unlocked.
Yeah,
Fuck dude.
yeah, a little diamond.
Yeah.
Yeah, rare achievement unlocked. Yeah, like on GTA. You
Yeah,
bought
dude.
the multi-million-dollar mansion.
So
Yeah,
you go to this lighthouse.
it's not a lighthouse. It's a fucking
Or,
observatory,
sorry,
dude.
observatory, sorry.
God,
What's the difference
sorry.
between an observatory and a conservatory?
One's for birds, right?
No.
Observatories of birds.
Nope. I don't think so.
No?
I think from what I'm reading, conservatory is a college for the study of classical music or other arts.
Thanks, Mike.
Where the
fuck
Mike.
was that from?
Thanks,
What the
Mike.
fuck are you on?
Really appreciate that.
Holy
I don't
fuck.
know.
Okay.
But I mean, for birds, sure, that works too.
Thanks for ruining the story and possibly the entire evening. So anyway,
I'm curious to think of what you're thinking of.
I go,
You can stare at
dude.
planets.
It's like a
No,
little.
with
It's like
the
a.
birds.
It's a dome,
No, with the
and it has a
birds.
retractable roof. Boom, and there's usually like a powerful telescope, like Mojo
Yeah,
Jojo. Mojo Jojo from
I know what
Powerpuff
it
Girls
is. I know what it is.
had the telescope.
It's a telescope.
Right.
It's a giant telescope that
Okay.
pokes out of a building.
So we go fishing. We don't catch fucking anything.
Yeah.
at
Do you even
all.
care about fishing at this point?
Well, I love fishing.
So
Or do you care more about the observatory?
I was focused on catching a huge fish,
not going in the observatory?
and it just being like waiting there, like Christmas morning. Like I know the presents under the tree. You know,
That's in the bag.
so that's fine.
So,
That's
did you go there
guaranteed.
at
That's
night and get
guaranteed.
to look at planets?
You gotta let me finish.
Keep going then.
I'm trying to. You keep asking me all these dumbass fucking questions. Like, what's a conservatory?
No,
I'm not even
fuck
fucking talking about that.
It's where the birds go.
God
where you look at
damn.
birds.
So,
Right, thank you.
so we go fishing, don't catch anything. We get docked, and I'm like, dude, fuck you. I'm out of here. I got to go see this thing. So I run in the house. This house is so freaking cool, man. It was a badass house.
Nice.
I could show you pictures, but so I go running up, and my cousin, the one, she's all, you know, she never wants to like do anything wrong. She's just
Yeah.
straight edge, you know.
Yeah, yeah.
And she's like, oh, you know, don't even bother. Like, we can't get like the roof open, blah blah blah. And I'm like, I'll get the fucking roof open. Like, I'll figure that out. She's like, yeah, there's like, I'm like, yeah, it's a controller. Like, it's fine. I'll figure that. Like, that's kind of what I do.
Right.
So, I run up there, and my cousin had figured it out, and it was like opening as I'm walking up this spiral staircase. Like, I'm like,
Oh,
oh my god.
Yeah, it's like in a movie.
Yeah, I know. It was the timing. I'm God, dude. Same, you know,
Man.
right on time. I get up to the top of the stairs, right, and I'm like, let's see the glass, you know.
Yeah.
There's a pair of fucking binoculars on a goddamn tripod. I'm not even lying. And they're not even good binoculars. They're not even good.
Wait, there was no telescope?
There was no fucking telescope. There was no fucking telescope.
Okay. Oh, man, I thought you got to see
Dude.
like a good telescope. What the fuck?
No.
You didn't
Yeah.
get to see a star.
You didn't get to see
anything?
nothing. You got
No.
to see birds
Planet.
across the way.
No, the guy's sitting right on the old St. Larry
you
with
get
a
to see a
pair of
bird.
binoculars
Dude.
looking at girls on boats, on
Man.
pontoons.
Dude, so... Dude, all right.
So my cousin-in-law, he goes, I thought this was Wellesley Island, not Epstein Island. Oh my god, dude. Yeah, it gets kind of a little funnier for me, not for someone else.
Yeah.
So after one of the biggest disappointments I've ever had in my entire life. I mean, like I said, there was a lot
Right.
of build up here,
Right.
So we go to the wedding, have a great time.
Mm-hmm.
We come back to hang out at the sweet ass house. I mean, the house is sick.
House is sweet.
Foosball. They got it all.
They lost the telescope.
Dude, they had a greenhouse and they're growing pineapples.
That's pretty sweet.
Dude, you're walking
That's
around. Dude, they
badass.
grow like they
That's-
are in a store. They're just like hanging out in a
Yeah,
pot.
it's on a bush,
It's
yeah.
a full blown pineapple.
Are they swingers?
Jury's out. I don't know,
Good,
dude.
good call. Good call.
I don't know. They got.
They got a couple
I might have
upside down pineapples there.
Listen, there is nothing that I can track down on these people right now because they have a fucking observatory with binoculars in it. These guys are wild.
Dude,
cards.
they don't have enough for the telescope. Dude, it's probably like $50,000 for the telescope.
I think that the house sold and the new owners didn't care that much to
Right.
like invest
Dude.
in like a $50,000 telescope.
Man, I would look for that in a house. That'd be a selling feature for
Or
me. I'd
they-
pay an extra $1,000 for that.
Or they moved out, right? It's an Airbnb. They Airbnb it, and they don't want people fucking up their $50,000, $500,000 telescope.
That's true.
Move it to their new place, and
Right.
you get binos.
Right.
And you can look at girls on pontoon boats.
Dude, I would turn that observatory into like this badass like movie theater. something
Rave
like
club.
that.
It's small though.
Movie theater.
It's like not that big. So we go back to this
It's like
house.
8 by 8 foot around, you know? Like
Yeah,
8 feet
yeah,
across.
pretty much.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So
Not as cool.
Yeah, it's not like a ballroom, you know?
Well,
not that
dude, some of those observatories are like ridiculous.
Right. Yeah. I tried when we went to Harvard. Remember, I was knocking on the door.
Oh, yeah.
That was the observatory. I seen one on the top of this building. I want to see it. I pay taxes here.
So you know how I feel.
They didn't know I was a local. You know, they don't know. You know, I could talk. You know,
Hey, I pay taxes.
I could be an asshole and bang on things like that. That's what I feel like Boston is.
That'd be something Ben Affleck would do.
I'm surprised you targeted Ben Affleck.
Or who's his buddy there? Matt Damon.
Yeah, well,
Yeah, Matt
Mark Wahlberg.
Damon would knock on some doors.
Matt Damon. Yeah, Matt Damon. Yeah.
He's knocked on many a door in many a movie.
Mark
What's that?
Wahlberg.
Marky Mark.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
he
suppose.
could do anything you want to do, really. So anyway, this is where kind of is funny since we're chilling at the house or whatever.
Right.
I was like, you know what? Fuck it. I'm gonna go up in the observatory and I'm just gonna look at the stars up there. I'm gonna spend some time up here. We're gonna suck some beers, whatever. What was I thinking? Right, my cousin brought his girlfriend to the wedding. We start trucking up the stairs. my cousin-in-law, and me.
Mm.
My cousin was up there with his girl.
Oh.
Busted him.
Oh.
and as I'm halfway up the stairs and I like start realizing what's happening, I'm like, oh my god, why didn't I think of this? Like that was perfect. Like we really screwed him over, man. And my straight edge cousin, the one that's like always goody two shoes, she made it so fucking awkward. She's like, sorry, oh my gosh, we're so sorry, oh my gosh, I didn't see anything. I'm like, shut up, stop talking. Yeah, anyway. Yeah, that was the whole observatory. I mean, geez, man. Can you
That's a real
imagine
letdown.
going through
That's
that?
very disappointing.
Man.
Man, I'm sorry for your loss.
Thanks, man. Maybe someday. Maybe the owners of the house, where their legit telescope is,
Right.
maybe they'll the world's
Dude.
it's big but it's small. You know, they might find this and they're gonna say, dude, we want to bring this guy over.
Maybe.
Or maybe they'll listen to the podcast and say, there's no way we're letting this guy in our house.
No,
Yeah.
it'd be all right. I imagine you could go like rent one of those. I bet you that's a thing that you can do. Like that's what scientists do when they need to do work. They just go and rent it
From who?
from the observatory. You can rent it for like you know how you can like rent an ice rink
Yeah.
for an hour. You can rent an observatory, as long as you can prove that you're not going to mess it up.
Yeah, they just
You probably just need like business insurance.
they just make sure that they check your bags for mushrooms and stuff.
yeah, but
Yeah.
honestly, they probably just want you to have business insurance, and you can go rent one.
Wonder how much that is.
A couple $100.
Probably a lot.
Dude, and you can
You can't go to Lasertron
It's
for a couple
yeah, it's
$100.
probably a couple thousand.
I can't. No, I don't know. Maybe the big one on top of like Harvard or something like that, but not like like a guy like with a laboratory like that. It wouldn't be that much.
Yeah,
You just gotta find him.
see this with my own eyes.
Business
I feel like
insurance.
I feel like you have to be at least like a scientist, like researching something.
No, if you got business insurance, they don't care.
You have to have an
Nah, I don't
established
think,
handicap.
dude. Like you need like it's probably like for like need to know like. What do you like? You have to have some sort of research. To
Right,
use it. They're
yeah.
not just like
What are you
letting
talking
any
about,
square.
dude?
To
They're a
use it.
business. Like they want to rent it out. Like, that's what they do.
No,
They rent out
dude.
time on their telescope.
It's not like that.
Dude, you know how many scientists there
Yeah,
are in
maybe
the
if
world?
you dropped like
How many do you know?
yeah.
Me? None. I towed one when I was a tow truck driver. I
Oh
did tow
my
one.
God.
He
Oh
told
my
me he got the
God.
name,
Yeah.
whatever thing he like thought up.
No. What kind of scientist was he?
I don't know. He was young. He was young, dumb, and stupid.
Great description of your scientist. You don't even know what he studied.
Dude, he didn't know how to get out of a flat tire.
He studied
all right?
science,
He
dude.
didn't know how to get out of a flat tire. You know, just
So what does that mean?
no basic skills. You know,
Was he a
Dude,
science?
that's like
was
not.
he a
That's
science
not
teacher?
a fair thing to say.
Oh,
Did he
that's-
teach science at like a high school?
no, I don't know what he did. He said he was a scientist.
And you just believed him? You didn't-
yeah,
you didn't
I really
question
didn't care. You know, I did not care. I wasn't gonna meet this guy
Why are you
again.
getting so defensive, dude?
He's
Calm
coming
down.
at me like I fucking care. I don't care.
it. No, dude.
You think I'm boys with this fucking guy? We
I
hang
don't know,
out?
dude.
No. Fuck,
Well,
So,
you're talking about it
anyway,
like, yeah, this is my scientist friend.
fuck him. He couldn't change his own tire.
You
He's a
talk-
scientist.
You know,
but he
I
can't.
wanted to say this too. You act like scientists can't figure anything out because they're like book smart.
Mhm.
You ever heard of Mark Rober?
Yeah.
Yeah, that guy could figure fucking anything out.
Yeah. Give him a week.
But he's like an engineer. He's
Yeah.
not really a scientist.
Nah, dude. I got mad respect for engineers. They're fucking wicked
Nikolai
smart.
Tesla, dude.
Like it's smart.
Dude, I wish I was an engineer.
Edison.
I wish I had the book smarts to be an engineer, but I don't. Ain't got it. Ain't got the memory.
Is Mike Rowe an engineer?
Mike Rowe,
Ain't
probably.
got-
He's,
he
probably-
a degree?
he's a
Does Mike Rowe have an degree in something?
he's an honorary engineer. Guarantee it. hands down. Yale, Harvard, Harvard,
Fact check it.
Harvard.
Fact check it. Dude, he has to. He's.
Hey, you like apples? How do you like them apples? I got a number.
What do you got for us?
I watched The Accountant. Ben Affleck.
It's a good movie.
It's all right.
I still kind of don't understand the aspects of it.
He was an autistic accountant that was also a undercover secret agent
Oh, he's undercover the whole time?
for himself.
Oh. Okay. Okay.
Like he robbed from the poor. He was your modern day Robin Hood,
He robbed from the poor, dude?
or robbed
That's
from the rich.
not
Sorry.
cool.
Robbed from the rich. Sorry.
I don't know if Mike has a degree in
You
anything.
know,
You ain't
see,
gonna.
that's- that's-
You're not gonna find.
And
that.
that's just a testament to what kind of a guy he is. He could accomplish a lot with no formal schooling. Just real world
Dude,
experience.
They hand out doctorates to just random people because they became an actor. They don't fucking care.
Yeah.
Dude, I don't know. That might just be like me being ignorant. Like those people probably do go to like.
Okay.
Do you think
this
like
kinda
once you
makes
become
sense.
a famous person, you get a degree? Like you go out and actually get the degree?
In being famous.
No.
Micro has a degree in communication studies, which makes sense.
Right.
Yeah, no, yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Right.
for what
Yeah,
he
yeah.
does. Yeah.
yeah.
Because like one of the things to get that degree is probably to like be in the public eye for like 10 years, like a scientist, like publishing papers for 10 years.
You can respect the fact that he learned how to get himself out there, but then he is still a self-made man.
Mm-hmm.
Like he's still put in the grind with all of those dirty jobs.
Mm-hmm.
Also, how did we get on this?
I don't know.
You said Mike Rowe.
Yeah, you brought up Mike Rowe.
Yeah.
And that's his trigger word, and he
Dude.
just went down a hole.
Dude, he's just a solid
Dude,
ass. He's
guy.
a solid guy.
Mike, you want to come on the show? Be 2 mics.
He honestly just I would vote for him to be the president. I think that he could
Oh yeah,
he
for
could
sure, dude.
really run
Dude,
the
but
show.
you got to deal
well.
with the politics. I don't think he's a politics.
I don't
man.
think he is.
That's
Some-
the best
some-
part. He doesn't have time for the nonsense.
But that's the thing. Some
Straight to
some of the
business.
best people that should be like politicians or even like bosses, managers, supervisors, whatever it is.
Yeah.
They never want to because they're just like they're happy, they're content with what they're doing because they enjoy what they're doing. And anything more than that, they don't want that because they know
Right.
that next step is.
Right.
You know,
More
like
responsibilities.
political, it's
Yeah.
more stressful. It's like if you're content doing what you're doing, might
Tell
as
me
well.
about it.
But yeah, no, I get his logic, and I agree. Like he would definitely be probably a good leader in some aspect. But I mean, he kind of does lead in his own way,
Elon could do it.
Nah, well,
He's gonna take us to Mars. That man.
that man.
He's a hero. I look up to him. Jimmy, take your hat off. Take your hat off, boy. You look on over to him.
That's a dollar bill. What's that movie?
Million Ways to Die in the West.
Take your head off, boy. That's a dollar bill.
I thought that was from Talladega Nights.
Oh no.
That was Ricky
Million Ways to
Bobby.
Die in
No,
the
that's
West.
not Ricky Bobby.
Not Ricky
No,
Bobby.
No.
Oh, he would have a similar take. Oh, when they're saying Baby
Yeah,
Jesus.
Dirty Jobs, such a good show. He got that money shot right in the face.
Nah,
Yeah, you like that?
Skeeter. We woke up the bugs with our heater.
Dude, let's talk about TV
Rhymed.
shows you watched with your dad. Mine was,
Auction.
here's big ones. We watched a lot of Dirty Jobs. We watched a lot of How It's Made. I also watched a lot of Home Improvement with my dad. Yeah.
Samesies.
And we watched a lot of Cops. I feel like everyone
Dude,
loves Cops.
I think everybody watched Cops, dude. I think it was like 8 o'clock on a Saturday is when it came out. It was a Saturday program. Yeah.
Bad boys.
I feel like didn't they have their own block? Like they had like an hour block on like
Dude,
Fox.
they would have like multiple
Yeah.
hour blocks.
Yeah.
Yeah. They'd have like Cops Week in like October. It was like all themed against like them busting up Halloween
I
parties.
mean, when
Yeah,
you
yeah,
think about it
specials.
for like television wise, that's endless content. Like that's just endless filming of like
Right,
shit happening.
right, absolutely, dude.
You can go anywhere in the country and
I-
like find it.
Man, do you guys remember any of the holiday ones? I don't remember any offhand.
Oh, definitely some Halloween
Dude,
ones.
you remember
the Halloween ones?
Dude, they were
ridiculous.
hilarious when they get pulled over and they were like in some hilarious like costume.
Yeah. Oh, dude.
My dad, like at the end, you know how like on Cops marathons, You know, at the end would be like, he would take the volume and he would crank it all the way up because everyone knows what's coming.
Right. Yeah.
You know, and he would just like fucking jump off the ground because he was so
That
excited.
fucking got him into it.
Oh my god, he was throttled, man. You know what we do now? We do a cops drinking game.
Oh yeah, what do you guys do?
So there's like, you know, it all measures in like different kinds of drinks, and we've definitely modified this. There's a lot of house
Dude,
stuff.
he
here.
has the board in front of me.
Can you just
do.
please explain
will
to
be-
the
this
listeners
will be on-
what your rules are written on?
Absolutely. This is there is nothing more official. It is not an official document unless it is on a 30-pack
That's
divider.
a fact. That's
Look
a
at this
fact.
thing. This thing's been around for years. Look at this.
You know how many beer pong championships I've won?
You
on
know
the
how
back
many?
of
Yeah,
it?
I was gonna say. You know how many contracts I've signed with you
Oh,
guys?
literally.
Contracts. Yep.
You owe me 2
Brackets.
McDoubles in the morning.
I've made many a bracket on a 30-pack divider.
Cornhole games. The amount of cornhole games that we have played,
What is up with you and cornhole?
dude. It's a good game. It was a good
You
game.
hated it for
I
years.
did.
That's
Hated it.
really
Absolutely
true.
hated
Remember
it.
how
Absolutely
hard ass he was about it? He's like,
Dude, I
horseshoes are
hated it.
nothing.
Yeah,
Dude,
like a
horseshoes,
boomer.
Can jam.
Dude, I had it. I had it at the house, like out of like just like okay, those people can be over there, you know. Like,
Yeah, you put it in
Yeah.
the back corner.
yeah.
like,
It was not a prime game.
He was just like a boomer. Well, you're too big of a pussy to throw a 4-pound horseshoe. You gotta
What
throw
you're
a
not
1 pound.
you're not good at horseshoes, but then I got good at cornhole, and I was like, all right, this isn't so bad.
Good as in air quotes.
Yeah, Eric, good for the time. Like it was
Right,
still
right.
on the
Good at
news for
grabbing
everybody.
sacks.
It's before everyone bought roll bags.
Right. And then like I opted out. Once you got to pay to play, I'm out. I'm
Yeah.
out.
Nervous
But,
under pressure.
So let me talk about my cops drinking.
Oh
game.
yeah,
Oh,
sorry,
yeah,
your cops drinking game.
Why do you
Sorry.
always make everything about you?
I don't know. I'm an
Dry
I'm an
February,
asshole.
all
dude.
about
I'm an
you.
asshole.
Yeah, yeah.
Dude,
Having
we're
another
on
kid,
wet.
all about you.
We're on wet March right now.
Wet March. I don't think I like that.
Why not, dude?
Make it moist March.
Everybody clicked.
Pretty good film. Pretty good film.
That's
Moist
a film?
March.
Yeah, 10 out of 10. Would
OG
recommend.
Mudbone in that one?
No, no,
No.
no.
All right, cops drinking game.
Cops drinking
So
game.
one drink is every time there's a cop's mustache, every time they yell "get on the ground," every time there's a warrant or there's a denial of a warrant, every time there's weed. 2 is heroin, coke, crack. Every time that's found. Every time they don't have their ID. If they're on parole. If they're not wearing a T-shirt.
Yeah, I was talking to Brad
That's like
off,
half
off
of them.
air.
That's half of them right there.
Dude, do you have one? How many times or every time they're wearing a wife beater?
Yeah.
Oh,
that was actually
yeah,
that's
that's
actually
the
that's
next
next
one.
one. That's the next one.
yeah,
Yeah.
look at that.
And then we have a house rule, which is every time they say "hang tight," which is
tight.
it's so much. It's so much.
Oh, man.
That's
Whenever
every episode.
3
The no
drinks
shirt one is
is
for sure.
meth. Every time they say it's not mine. Denial of drinking prior to like the arrest. I didn't have anything, and the guy blows like a 0.7.
Right.
Like he should be dead. Or
Did
something.
you see the one where the guy fucking had pot plants in the back of his S10?
No way.
He was driving down like Las Vegas Boulevard, and he's like, and the cops like look at this, like he's like driving behind him for like a couple minutes. He's like, look at this guy, like I can see the pot plant, and he pulls him over. The guy pulls over into underneath a street light in a parking lot.
just really.
Dude, you can like the cop is obviously gonna see it. And it's
Yeah.
like
Then there's prostitution. We do a rating scale based off of emotional breakdowns. We, as a group, rate the emotional breakdown, and then we decide how much we're going to drink. Then there's drinks for mullets.
always funny.
There's drinks for every time they mention the night shift. Every time they say they never wanted to work a desk job, which it's always great when those come up, and you're like, oh.
Is there one for getting under a house or like inside of something?
No, we do not have like.
Because there's like
A
multiple
bush.
them where they're like they're always hiding. They're like
Go
hiding
to a
from the
bush.
cop. Like they run away and then they hide in something. Like you could drink to that.
Dude, there was prostitutes in the one episode, and they're hiding like underneath like cabinets, but there's no doors on the cabinets. The cop walks in, and he literally talks to this prostitute like a dog. He looks at her, and goes, "Get out of there!" I rewinded it like 4 times. It was so funny. Drink for if it's the girlfriend's car. If they get tased, there's obviously more or less drinks. I mean, you can just make this however you want it.
Right.
We do a finish a drink if they like let a dog loose on them. when there's a
golden
gun
egg. That's your golden egg right there.
when there's a gun fired, that's a finished drink.
Mm-hmm.
If there's an actual dead body, that's a you gotta finish.
It happens.
You gotta pour one.
Mhm.
You know, you gotta finish
For the
it out,
homies.
Pay your
Oh, really?
respects.
Yeah, dude, it happens.
We finish our drink for fat people that have to be double cuffed. I'm telling you, let's just do this when we're done with this. If they get pepper sprayed and tased, like if they're a fucking like Debo, like just an absolute unit, yeah, because sometimes they really got to give it to them. You have to take a shot. Now these are one of these is very rare. Wild animal captures, which happens often enough. You got to do a shot. And then you have to do a shot if there's a dead cat in the freezer. There is an episode where they find a dead cat in the freezer.
Don't they have a lot of issues in like Florida with the alligators or something? Like I feel like there was a couple episodes.
They
like,
catch. Yeah, they catch.
Oh,
them.
yeah, animal control.
We also have a lot of drinking for crashing when they're in pursuit, like a big wreck. And we have a one for if the cop actually has to read off of the Miranda sheet.
right when he starts reading it.
Yeah,
drink.
You got to drink until he's done.
Right, because they don't ever show the whole thing, but they start him up a few
Right.
times.
Yeah.
But I mean, they have to do it. Cops have to do it.
It's
every
so
time.
I mean, legally, that's the best way to cover yourself. It's just
Well,
like
you have
I
to do
read.
it.
I read from
Yeah,
the
you
sheet.
have to do it.
You don't have to. You could freeball it, but I mean that's at your own.
Why
risk.
would you? Like maybe a detective wouldn't do it, but not like a street cop. Like if they're arresting somebody, they're like, yeah, you're done.
Like you don't have to do it, but like.
So
what do you mean? Like read it? Like
Yeah.
read it off the card?
Yeah.
You could read it from your memory,
Right,
but
yeah.
like that.
Some
just
states,
kinda
some
screwed-
states require them to
Yeah.
read off the card so that they don't mess it up, so
Oh,
it doesn't
yeah.
give them an out in court.
You need the body cam.
Because
you know?
like one mistaken word, you screw up one thing, and it kind of screws the whole thing.
Right.
That's why you should
some,
read cards.
some fancy higher attorney would find that,
Exactly. What other shows you guys watch growing up?
Seinfeld.
Seinfeld?
Seinfeld.
Seinfeld. What's your Seinfeld character?
My favorite
Can I
one.
pause for 1 sec?
Yeah.
Sorry. I just want to talk about cops real quick. I think we got to talk about the clown one for a second. It's so funny. So, real quick, we'll just touch on nominal, like from your memory. What episodes of Cops really stand out to you? I'll start.
Okay.
So I have two, like real quick. The one is the cop goes undercover and dresses up like a clown and gets prostitutes to get into his car, and he's like blowing the party poppers in their face, like, "Hey, how about a little bit of this?
Yeah.
Boo! How much for that? Ha ha!" ha." And he tricks so many in a clown outfit. It's just ridiculous. And then the other one that I could think of is the cop pulls up on him, flicks on his lights. This guy's on a fucking Vespa. He's on a moped.
Yeah.
They're riding double. Okay, two dudes on a moped. The guy flips on the lights. The guy tries goosing it, right, to try to get away. And he's doing, like, what, 40?
Right.
Like 30, 35?
He's running from the cop.
Which is fast on a moped, slow for a police chase.
Yeah.
Right? So the guy, his passenger, he goes to bail at the absolute worst time, and he blasts a parked car. Guy didn't do shit. He was just not trying to get wrapped up in his buddy's nonsense.
Yeah.
So they catch up.
Oh
you
my
know,
god.
they keep
Lost a jaw.
the lead car ends up. Dude, he body slammed the thing. He
Yeah.
was just like
Oh my
boom.
god. That would fucking hurt.
Imagine like a tennis racket whacking like a garage door. Oh my god,
Yeah.
it's so funny. And so the cop, like we were talking about before, it's the after the talking and shit, afterwards with the people. They catch up with his buddy and they're like, "Hey man, like why'd you jump off?" He's like, "Yeah, that guy, he kind of mentioned to me like, hey, I'm fucked, like why don't like not be this?" He goes, "So I bailed." And the cops, "You picked a pretty bad time to jump off the fucking moped." And he's like, yeah, that wasn't the best choice. And he's like, "No, that was probably the worst choice."
He's just like, I want to stop now.
But the guy that was
Jumped in a
running,
non-moving car.
the guy that was running, he ditched the Vespa and he's crossing the bridge. The cop ends up hitting the guy, and all you see is his fucking shoes fly in the air. Nuts. So yeah.
Oh my god, dude, mine's. I don't know. I just got like pieces of like fucking car crashes, and then the guy with the snakes, the guy, the
Oh,
fucking
the snake guy
Where
episode?
he breaks in his own house.
Yeah, he let the cops let him break into this house to get his ID. He goes in, gets his ID. It's actually his house, and then the cops are inside there, and they find all these fucking snakes, and they're like, "The fuck do you have all these snakes for?"
Yeah.
He's like, "Oh, I like catching them."
That one cop, he's like, dude, he's big. He looks like Ronnie Coleman.
He's like 6'5".
Dude, he's terrified. He's like, you better not take that snake out of the cage.
I don't want to see that snake near me.
And this dude's just like playing with this like
Yeah.
anaconda.
Yeah, and he's like, dude, he's like, at the department, we get calls for this all the time. He's like, would you come out if we called you?
Could he be our snake guy?
Yeah, can you be our snake guy? And the guy's like, oh yeah, dude, I would love that.
That's a great one.
Dude, and he fucking, I guarantee he's a fucking full-time employee for the fucking police department or the town as the fucking snake warden.
The snake wrangler.
Remember they had the rat wars during COVID? Because there were no people around.
Oh.
And the rats were like starving because there was no food, there was no garbage, really
Oh.
nothing.
Mm-hmm.
They had like, the rats would like form armies and they were like basically killing themselves because there was no food and they were struggling. So like, with food, they'd roll out like their little posses or whatever of like gangs.
What the fuck?
Yeah, you didn't hear about that?
No, I didn't hear about that.
They're jumping people coming out of McDonald's.
Dude, they have a Roman Empire right now? What the hell's going on?
No, they were like fighting each other because like there were so many of them and there was so so minimal amount of people dropping food and like just no one was out in the streets.
It's wild, man.
So they would like start attacking. They would have like wars amongst each other. They were like
Where
eating them.
do I find this information?
It was during COVID, dude. It was down a
This on
very
TikTok?
long.
This on TikTok?
I think it was a Reddit thread.
Reddit thread? Okay, holy fuck.
Dude, imagine the midst of COVID. I've been in my house for 3 months straight. Like I got into some weird shit, dude.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
guess.
no, I think we all did.
Dude, my
We all
sister
did.
was in New York City when that happened, and she's like,
Oh,
"You think-"
really?
Yeah. Well, like at the beginning, the very beginning, she's like, before the lockdowns, and she was like, I think they're gonna lock down the cities. What do you think I should do?" I was like, "You need to get home. Like if you want to be locked down in your apartment for fucking months." I was like,
Yeah.
"You'd be better off coming here and being locked down because like you can do whatever you want out here.
Yeah, right.
Like we don't have the restrictions like the city. That was ridiculous. I don't want to get into COVID either.
Yeah.
Fuck
Nah.
COVID. Fuck COVID.
Who the fuck wants to talk about
I wish
that?
I would have bought a lot of stocks during COVID. That's all I know.
Moderna.
Yeah, no kidding.
Everything crashed, came immediately back up.
Moderna.
Right, Moderna,
Could have been millionaires.
Pfizer, Oxy. Oxy was $1 a share.
Oxycontin?
No, Oxypetroleum. It went down to $1. It's up at 60 now. Anyways, doesn't matter.
Got so far off topic.
Yeah, we do that. We
Dog
do that.
coin. Dog coin.
We do that.
To the moon. Still believe.
Yo, it's up to 14 cents.
To the moon. It was at 99, but
It was at
it was like 90
80.
90
Maybe
something.
80 something.
Nah, I think it was at like 90
Did
something.
it make it to 90? Man,
It was right on the cusp.
I knew a lot of people that got into it early.
You fucking day traders.
Oh, I'm not a day trader. I just like watching.
You fucking
it.
day traders.
I never invested a single dime.
No, I don't. I just
I own 800 shares of Dogcoin. What are you talking about? It's like $8.
my
You
old
own
boss is, like,
Blockbuster
really
too?
into that,
You
and
got some
No,
Blockbuster stock?
Blockbuster's done.
He talked about how like the official traders like hated day traders so much.
Oh.
When they go to like a real guy, they're like fucking Robin Hood guys. What the fuck?
Right, they're just dumping random money in.
Dude, he would leave. He would leave, and he would go. I don't want to incriminate him, but he would go out to his car and like do trades. He would like be watching it on his computer all the fucking time. He's like, "Oh, I gotta go," and he'd run out and buy a bunch of shit. But he was fucking making. He was turning coin though.
Yeah,
you know. So
nice.
it's good. I'm not saying he was like interrupting every fucking thing,
Right.
but- Speaking of singing,
Jeez. We lost a good one.
oh,
Lost another one.
Oh fuck, dude, Toby,
Yeah. R.I.P.
TB.
R.I.P.
yeah.
Yeah, that was a tough one. Too soon.
Dude,
Too
why
soon.
the fuck did you have to text me at 5 in the morning?
Yeah,
that
I'm
he's fucking dead?
sorry,
That's just
man.
like the worst way to wake up.
You know what the worst part
Like, yo,
was?
Toby Keith's dead. You know that guy that sings a lot of pretty good songs? Yeah, he's fucking dead.
Part of my
Good
childhood.
morning. Good morning.
Part of my childhood.
Red-blooded American.
Yeah. Well, I found out at 3 a.m., so I don't even want to hear it.
American soul.
Favorite Toby Keith song, go. Favorite Toby Keith song.
Oh,
For me, I'm going to go, obviously, courtesy of the Red, White, and Blue.
fuck, dude, that's a deep song. That's not my favorite song. I like
know,
that song.
Dude, it just
deep.
gets you
That's a deep
jazzed
song.
up. It's got a great music video.
Gets you very patriotic.
Oh, it makes you
Oh,
love
dude.
your country.
Oh,
Kinda like-
absolutely, yeah. It'll rally people together for sure. That's a
Dude.
You ever see the I remember this one time. I don't know if he was in Korea or something like that, but like they had one of this Korean musicians. He did it in Korean, and oh man, they
Oh,
went
yeah?
wild. It was like one of the when he was overseeing the troops, big troops guy.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Oh
Well,
yeah.
But it was sweet, and I'm like, man,
yeah. Where are the country
I'm like, you're
artists?
singing about a whole other
Do
country.
they still go over there to fucking sing for the troops?
Yeah, dude. USO does
Yeah.
concerts all the time.
No, yeah, but do main pop star countries people?
Yeah, there was like a big one. They had it was.
I think
it was
Eric-
really
Eric
like
George did it for a
Travis
while.
Tritt does it. You know.
How old is he, dude?
Yeah, but what about like Morgan Whalen?
No,
He been over there yet?
Is he
Morgan
allowed?
Whalen.
I don't know.
What is DUI?
Oh shit,
Morgan Whalen.
Whalen,
Yeah.
like Jennings, or is it Wallen?
It's Wallen.
Wallen.
Is it spelled different?
No, it's Morgan Wallen. How you
I don't fucking
dude? He
know.
is so fucking popular. How are you
Dude,
fucking his
so-
last name up?
So, anyways, mine is.
No, it's not a so.
We should talk. We should talk about
We
me,
can't
or I
sweep
want
this
to
under
talk
the
about
rug.
me.
You want to talk about me?
Talk about
The
that.
Toby Keith song.
No,
my
we're talking
favorite.
about Toby Keith.
Yeah, my favorite
I know.
Toby
I'm
Keith song.
fucking joking.
Talk about number
Fuck
one.
you, dude.
Got him.
Jason, what's yours?
Dude, hands down, should have been a cowboy.
Oh,
Oh,
that's a good
dude,
one.
that's
That's a good one.
That speaks to me.
Oh,
Yeah.
what about Whiskey Girl? She's my little whiskey girl.
I fucking do not like that.
No,
song.
dude,
No,
the beginning's
I
good.
actually
Beginning's
don't.
good.
I actually
Beginning's
don't like
good.
it. I would take As Good As I
She's
Once
got a
Was.
tattoo.
Uh,
Oh,
and,
mhm,
yeah.
mhm.
That kind of relates more and more. That hits home.
Oh
Yeah.
man,
That's good. That's
Yeah.
good stuff.
I think Aaron Lewis does a lot of the like going to see the troops and whatever.
Does he sing "Beer for My Horses"?
Yeah, Toby
Okay.
Keith.
Yeah, dude. Also,
Whiskey for
Oh
my
my
men, beer for my horses.
Mm-hmm.
I've-
Yeah, dude. But fucking, hey, rest in peace, Toby, dude. You were a
R.I.P.
fucking legend, dude. You're
Oh,
drinking
pour
out of
one
that red Solo cup. Pour one out.
pour one out.
Oh yeah, fuck yeah, dude.
Yeah, man.
Chris
Actually, hot take. I hated that song.
Which one?
Red Soul Cup.
Oh yeah, dude. That's not blue.
Very annoying.
Very.
Yeah, but
Maybe because they overplayed it.
They did
It could have
overplay it.
potentially been okay.
It
but
was bad, but it was so goddamn catchy. You just find yourself
swept the nation.
do 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 do.
I was
Now,
very
red
much over-
Solo cup is sweet and respectable,
Just like
and in
dude.
15 years they are decomposable.
That was a lie.
He probably had the right one on there.
Mm-hmm.
Probably.
I don't know.
Maybe. Possibly.
Yeah, but R.I.P. dude. Fuck.
Yeah, I mean, we did our tribute. I mean,
So-
maybe we'll release that. Our
Oh fuck, dude.
Yeah, we have an unreleased
Unreleased album.
album
Holy fuck,
of a
dude.
Toby Keith song.
So
behind the
when you start a
scenes.
podcast, they don't tell you like how advantageous it is to sing into the microphone.
Yeah, no one tells you how fun it is to have a microphone in front of your face.
It's
You
really
you
true.
can hear yourself very crisp in your ears, and you're like, God damn, do I sound good?
dude, you
And
start,
after
you start
12,
feeling
after
yourself.
like 12, 15 beers, they're
Yeah, I
like,
mean,
you're
you get a-
really feeling yourself.
Get a couple confidence boosters inside of you.
I think we should.
and then
do
it
a
becomes
Shoulda Been a
karaoke
Cowboy.
night.
Oh
Yeah.
man, karaoke night. Dude.
And we did courtesy the red, white, and blue.
Yeah, when we get a Patreon,
Oh, did
you
we?
know,
Very.
it was pretty rough.
So everyone's gonna be like, "Why were you naked singing
No,
into your
we were not.
microphones that you bought?"
We were bellering the pipes, and it's pretty
Oh my
rough.
god,
Yeah,
that was
man.
so funny. We should do another. We should drop another Toby Keith one. Just
Dude, you
just
used to
out
go
of
to you used
respect.
to do karaoke in North Carolina, didn't you?
I did, dude. Yeah, I like karaoke.
How many applauds did you get?
Dude, honestly, everyone's so afraid to do karaoke, but everyone's there for the same reason. We just want to have fun. You know what I mean? And everyone's very supportive. You can be a terrible singer, and everyone like on the cruise, exactly like on the cruise.
Cruise ship, dude. That was some good singing.
Yeah,
But
dude,
there was an
I
old lady
would-
that got in there that did not sing good. But like, you just like you felt for her, and you're like you had props because she made it through the song.
Remember how like 20 girls all picked the Titanic song, and we're like, Jesus.
Again and again. But the one lady got it. She
Dude,
got it good.
She killed it.
She probably sang for the like a choir.
yeah, she
or an
had to have been
opera
a
or something.
professional. It was incredible.
I guess my big claim to fame for karaoke when I was in LA with me and my buddy, we had a couple pops, and we did
Confidence boosters.
we did Country Roads
Nice.
in LA. And it was in this big, I don't know, I wouldn't describe it as a club, but it was like a fancy bar. And I didn't realize how many people were up there till there was like a legit like stage.
Oh, nice.
And there were probably over 100 people.
Damn.
Oh.
Damn.
And-
Eyes appearing.
And I felt the need to, like, you know, throw some introduction there. I just was like, because it was our last night in L.A., and we're like, we're going to go out with a bang. And so I'm like, I started doing I had this whole write-up. I'm like, I want to thank L.A. for this and that. And then the guy was just
You're
like,
the stand-up act.
the DJ or whatever was just like, just hurry up and sing the song, man. And I'm like, all right.
Dude, yeah.
You start playing music.
Kicked your soapbox.
Dude, he's the...
I started. I'm like, I just want to thank everyone in L.A. Like I was just like I was performing at like a concert.
I want to thank God. You won the Super Bowl.
But yeah, it was actually it wasn't bad. It went better than I thought because basically the whole crowd of 100 plus people, they took over. They were in on it, so it wasn't like that terrible. Then once you get the crowd going and you're just kind of like they drowned.
You're vibing, dude. You're vibing, dude.
They kind of drowned it out. Our singing, it came out really well, and that was like one of like I wouldn't say a highlight of my life, but a very good experience where it was like, wow, karaoke's fucking badass.
Yeah.
I think my next karaoke song is going to be "Should Have Been a Cowboy."
Shit, dude.
I really should.
I love that song.
I want to do I really want to do Courtesy of Red, White, and Blue in Canada.
Yeah, dude.
What is it with New York people hating on Canadians?
Did I even? I didn't say that.
Like
I didn't say that on here. The thing I was talking about earlier.
No.
Should I?
I don't know. Yeah, why not?
Do you think it's because they get compared to Canadians so much?
Right, maybe. I don't
because
know.
like when I was
America's
in Boston,
top hat.
when I was in Boston, people used to say, "Oh, like Buffalo, like you're pretty much Canadians, like you're like
they fucking said that?
Yeah,
About Buffalo?
Yeah.
Fuck, dude. I'm not a Buffalo. I hate associating with it. I feel like I'm just a Western
Why,
New York.
dude?
I don't know.
What's wrong with Buffalo?
I don't like it. I don't
That's
know.
what I would tell people where I was from, like in the military.
That's what I
like,
do
Where you
say.
from? Buffalo.
That's what I do
You
say,
know,
the
because
Queen
I
City.
don't want to be associated with.
Right,
Seeing
New
Canada,
York City.
seeing
yellow
Canada,
cab
seeing
and a
New
big-
York City.
I've
seeing
never been
Canada, I
there.
say Boston, just because it sounds more.
You are from Boston.
just for the chicks.
You are from Boston.
It sounds a
You
little
lived
more
there for
exotic.
5 years. I think after you live somewhere for 3 years, you are from there. Like
That's fair.
That's a 3-year commitment.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You
Otherwise, you
settled
could say
down.
like, "What's your hometown?"
Right.
You know, like
Right, your hometown
you
would
don't
be
want to know where you're
Akron.
from.
Yeah, right.
But you know,
From the front
You're
view, little
where do you
white
live? You know,
Yeah,
Boston.
exactly, right.
Yeah. Anyway, yeah.
Oh yeah. So
You're like, yeah, it's so funny about why do Americans love hating on Canadians, or you know, maybe just us? You think it's
Right.
just us up here?
like yeah, Western New York people. I think it's us. I think the whole crew, the
They
whole
used to
of us.
associate with.
Jesus Christ,
That was for Canada.
Absolutely not.
dude! They have uncarbonated beer up there. I hear.
Uncarbonated beer.
I don't think it's.
No, it's fake. I like it.
Yeah. So there was a Canadian pulled in the gas station.
Mm-hmm.
Also, the population of Buffalo is 278,000.
Great.
Oh, really?
What'd you say?
No, I said Western New York was like 3 million. West, not Buffalo. Western New York.
I don't even think that's close. That doesn't make sense though.
19 million people live in New York, Michael.
50 million.
Most of them
people used to
live in New York City. And then you're just left with Central, Western, and Northern New York. I got you up against the
Western
wall.
New York's population. This doesn't make any sense.
Mm-hmm.
3 million.
1.8. Oh no, that's
1.8. I believe that. 1.8.
Sure.
2.6 million.
2. Oh wow, what did I say? Did I say 3?
Yeah.
Fucking hell.
Not
yeah.
bad.
Give the
dude.
man a bone,
Not
dude. Give the man a
bad.
bone.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Dude,
I only failed 1 grade, all right? Jesus, get off my shit.
What classes did you fail?
Math, English, social studies,
And
and
Sounds like all of them.
and
Those are the core groups.
Science, English.
Didn't you fail gym too?
no, I made gym. The
Bump band.
well, actually no. So what I actually failed was amount of days attended. You have to hit a number of days at school to pass.
You want to know something? I hit that number on the fucking head, boy. I didn't give those guys
See,
a
he was
day.
smart.
Mm-hmm.
My
I
dad-
was not.
My
What
dad
were you-
was so
what were you
mad at
doing?
me.
Not school. Thanks.
I know what he was doing.
That is all.
I mean, I think that was your ultimate achievement though, because had you not failed, would we have ever met? Would we become friends?
Yeah, dude, you were friends with our other buddy.
Yeah, but I don't think the only reason we became where we started talking is because we had the same math class together. We had a couple classes together.
That's
We had
Yes.
gym together.
We had a lot of
Destiny.
classes together. Yeah. Yeah, dude.
Yeah, Destiny, great girl.
Fuck yeah, dude.
I remember Destiny.
Oh, Destiny? Shit, I don't want to talk about Destiny, dude.
But no. I mean, ultimately.
no, we're talking about it being Destiny.
Oh, right.
No, I mean, yeah, you
That's what you were
you
doing.
fell for that, dude.
You fuckers.
Yeah, we got him. Nice. High five.
Oh,
Who's Destiny?
ain't happening.
Oh man, wait till Ashley hears this.
No.
He's gonna
but-
cut the fuck out of it.
But yeah, no, I mean, I think it kind of was like a little bit like fate, destiny, like that. You fail for whatever reason you did, and then like I know you cheated off a couple of my tests, and we had gym class together. I don't know, like it just kind of worked out because I don't see any other situation. Say you pass and you graduate, there's no way we're like really gonna hang out. We're gonna know each other.
Yo, I guarantee we would.
I don't think so,
Because
dude.
I was inviting our mutual friend to all the parties, and you were hanging out with him all the time.
Yeah, but
Like, I wouldn't ever stop hanging out with him.
I think you would have hung out with different people had you stayed with your class, though.
Oh, like my classmates.
Yeah, you would have hung out with them more than your initial class. Then, like, because the only reason you kind of hung out with us more is because you were in our classes. We knew
guess.
you a little bit more.
I guess.
Had you stayed with your initial class, I think you would have just kind of gravitated to them or like whatever they were doing, and I don't know. That's just my logic.
Yeah.
Dude, I want to revisit. You were talking about gym class.
Yeah,
Were you
I was a
guys,
hero.
Were you guys gym class heroes?
I was a hero.
I was a total.
that's
gym
actually
class
how we
hero.
became friends.
Oh yeah, gym class hero.
No,
I was the hero.
Was
he
it
was the hero. So we were playing floor hockey the one day, and I was the
Oh,
goalie.
yeah.
And some kid like ran into me or something like that, like just completely crushed me. And then like Brad like kind of like picked him up, literally like picked him
yeah?
up and like
Yeah.
threw him against. He's like, "You don't fuck with my goalie." And I was just
Nice.
like, I'm
Oh,
like,
dude,
I,
you
and
gotta
I,
have your
like
goalie
I was
back.
always like, I was
Stick
always
to the neck. You
I was
know?
always
like
like
get the fuck down, boy.
scared.
Nice.
Before I knew him, I was like scared of him and like Ben, his brother. I'm like, dude, these are big dudes. I don't fuck with them. Like they,
right. That's
because
right.
they were bullies
Clout.
back in the day.
Fucking clout.
They bullied people
Shut
for no
up,
reason. They fucked with a lot of people.
Yeah, that's true.
So I was terrified. I'm like, I want to stay off their radar. And I'm like, and then like when he did that for me, and I'm like, all right, I think we're cool. And then like we started
for
like hanging
sure,
out, and
for
then
sure.
like when he was like when the teacher used to leave the room when we were taking a test, he's like, I need answers. What's the good answers? I give him a couple of
You
answers.
scumbag.
I'm like, I owe him
I was
this.
a bad student. I was a bad student.
Yeah, I know.
But to
shit
be
you're-
fair, I wasn't that much like more smart than he was, so like I don't even know if I was giving him the right answers.
Doesn't matter. I was failing.
should have been a cowboy.
Get that Bush Light. Boop. Today's sponsor, Bush Light. Thanks for showing up, guys. This is a great epi. Please like, subscribe, and
Call your mom.
call your mom. You know, ask her
Yeah,
how
really.
she's doing.
Oh, your day.
If you can't call her, call someone else.
Thank you for tolerating the International House of Podcast. You can find all of our content, including our polls and wagers, on Twitter/X at International House of Podcast. Please consider subscribing.